beautiful little jewel-like flowers that are like orange or yellow. And so what you would do, it kind of reminds me of aloe a little bit when you squeeze this part. So if you had poison ivy, you'd want to rub them together and then rub it on the area where you were exposed to poison ivy.
Just like that.
And this will help to dissolve the urushiol oil what gives you the contact dermatitis from poison ivy. And then when you go home, then you can clean yourself even more and you won't get poison ivy. I encounter I'm in poison ivy all the time. In my yard, we have it everywhere, and I rarely get it. So I also have jewelweed, and I let it grow. So, but.
Can you talk a little bit about that balance that you tend to find in nature, where oftentimes the plants are balancing each other out in their natural healing modalities for us, but also for them?
Yeah. So that's the delicate balance of the ecosystem, how they are all interconnected. And so yeah, there is, for us, the poison ivy, everybody tries to stay away from that because you can get a really bad rash, right? But it's like, oh, look at that. The answer is right there, right? And so just like when we're talking about like the mushrooms and the trees and stuff, right? They are connected in a way that the trees can all speak to each other through the mycelium underground, which is where the mushrooms that we see sprout from, right? So everything is connected. Even if it looks like a jungle and there's no organization, it's really not true. Everything has its place. Even all these things that we call weeds, right, have their place in the ecosystem. Like all the things that we do, like with our lawns and all the fertilizers and all that stuff, if we just let them grow wild, you don't need fertilizer, right? Because there's a microbiome that is built up, and there's amazing, bugs and worms and all these things that are part of a healthy soil. And these are things that are just happen in nature, in the woods, And like when a tree dies, then it decomposes, right? And it gives back to the earth, and then it becomes soil for another plant to grow and things like that. So, is that a good answer?
You did good.